Welcome everybody, and welcome Karolina.
Hello, Sabrina. Hello, everybody.
And today we are again here for a new conversation, a new beautiful conversation, because we always want to find new topics and new subjects that we can share with you who are watching us, and discovering what we love doing and what we are doing and how we are helping others. So today we're going to focus more on explaining what it means when you want to work so deep inside you that you are reconnecting with your subconscious.
Yes.
So this is going to be a very easy conversation, but also very deep, because working on the subconscious is a very deep work and life-changing. What do you think, Karolina?
Yes, for sure. I think that it's this word subconscious. Somehow people can't sometimes don't understand, but it's in fact your memory. Subconscious, just your deep memory, because we know that most of us had some situation in the past that we would like to forget about. And a lot of people had this experience that they really forgot about something, but their body could react in specific way all life, and they couldn't understand why. Why? And this is something really fascinating, that you can find this answer in you when you will connect with this deep memory of your body, of your experiences that you really wanted to hide. Because ask yourself, do you know someone in your surrounding or family or friends that when you talk and they say, I don't remember my childhood. I really don't remember this period of time, for example, the kind of period of time, because, for example, I know a lot of people like this. So
Me too.
it's very interesting information. Why they can't remind, even they
Remember, yeah.
memories, remember.
Yeah, because as you said, all that we cannot understand, and we have put some meaning in the past when we were not able to give meaning and to give words, the right words and the right meaning to certain emotional experiences, they become our memory. Yeah, they become our memory. And I agree with you when you say, and it's also in your body, because the memories stay stuck and stored within our body. So I could even say that working, when we go and offer people to work on their subconscious, as we have been doing it to train ourselves, you're also doing a very strong somatic work, because you go within yourself. But going within yourself doesn't mean to be losing control and to be giving control to someone else. It's about going within yourself and listen to all the sensations and all the emotions that somehow either you couldn't remember or you were escaping from, because they were so painful that for you the easiest thing was to escape. But by escaping, you are not really solving. So those emotions and those stuck, suppressed memories, they stay in your body.
Yes.
And at one point, they will manifest with something uncomfortable, with some imbalances or some fear or whatever blockage you can imagine in your body. It's going to show there. This is why I really think that the subconscious work is something blended with the somatic work. And actually, it's what we do.
Yes.
In different ways, because we are different people and we use the techniques that we know following our intuition. But this is actually what is fantastic and what people experience when they go over the fear of
the truth.
The fear of the truth, of their truth, or the fear of suffering more, maybe, or the fear of revealing certain secrets, but nothing and nobody is going to get any secrets from you, because it's not secret services here. It's about helping. So if we are here, it's because we saw through the training that we went through how powerful and how helpful these kind of techniques are. Yeah.
Yes, and in fact, when I was thinking now about why do we need therapy, why people need therapy, because we want to understand and find the reason why do I feel this way, or why do I act this way, or whatever. Yes, so the main purpose of any therapy, of gongs, of music, of, I don't know, massaging, of every therapy is finding the answer on your questions, and you are searching for that, and you can find it everywhere, but you are choosing which kind of therapy is the best for you. So in fact, the purpose of every therapy, like our work, is to help you to release the blockages, because if you are looking for the therapy, it means that you can't handle by yourself with your issue. Yes, that you need someone to look with you, to observe, to watch, to understand, because this other person, what is not involved emotionally in your situation, can see it more clear and can help you to open and to break the blockages. So in fact, when we are looking for the therapy, even me or Sabrina or who else who only wants to do it, we are doing it because we feel that we need someone's support to get the answer. And this is the whole purpose. So in fact, you can't force anyone to help him. If someone is looking for the answer, we are here. And our method for us is great. So the most important for our clients and for people that we want to work with is just to help them, to make them feel better. This is the main purpose. We are here to show you and to help you release these blockages. And then, because even, you know, when we look at people who has got addictions, yes, they spend some time in the special places, they are locked, separated, and it's also to create that space for them to focus, because when you don't have this contact with people, with the internet,
to focus on themselves, not just to focus, to
when
finally focus within themselves.
and every therapy is giving you the possibility to focus on yourself. That's why you can get the answer, and that is all, because we can't give you answer when you won't focus on yourself, because we don't know your story, and only you can give and share with us your story, and you can do it in this specific space that we are creating for you. So in fact, you only need to focus on yourself. That is all, because when you don't want to do it, then you disturb yourself all the time. You look for distraction just to not to focus, not to find that you know the answers, and the truth is in you.
Yeah, I totally agree. So it's about becoming aware that the only way we have, all of us, because even therapists like us need sometimes the support from another therapist to go inside, to go within and understand. So we have to become aware of the power that we have. We have a superpower within ourselves, but this superpower needs to be trained. So at one point, we will be able, and we become able to also do the work by ourselves once we are trained enough. It's like when we go to the gym in the beginning, you know, or we do any kind of sports, or for me, it was ballet. In the beginning, you need a teacher, you need a guide, you need somebody. But then when you stick to it and it becomes a habit, it becomes automatic.
Wow.
You know very much how to train yourself, and you don't really need guidance as much as you needed in the beginning, or you don't need it at all. So once you clear what are the fears, the blockages that are not allowing you to live your life at the fullest, you know, and once you understand it, by working deeply within yourself, by focusing, as Karolina said, by focusing inside and not on the outside, then life shifts. Life cannot do anything else. It becomes inevitable. It's the consequence.
Yes.
So,
Yes, so we can say that we are just like mentors, as you said, Sabrina.
yeah.
We are just supporting you because sometimes we need that, and we also need that, as you also said, Sabrina. That's why we connect. That I connect with Sabrina, and she connects with me. We connect with other people also because we also need this fresh point of view. Yes, because we are just a human, but from the other side, we are a human, and human being is wonderful. So
Yeah.
really don't need a lot. We just need to let our body contact with us, and we are afraid of it. Because when I met some people and they say something about their fears, they are afraid from one side, as you said before, Sabrina, because we were talking before, that from the one side, they are afraid of this fear and they don't want to have it. But from the other side, they are afraid of changing it,
Yeah.
to go to the root. So this is something really interesting in human
But it's
beings.
about anything. Even, you know, I know people who struggle in seeing the meaning of life, and they, in words, they say, I want to get better. But then they don't look for solutions, and they keep doing things in the same exact way that they've always done. And we know that if we want to get different results, we have to use different strategies. It took me a long time, Karolina. I don't know for you, maybe you were luckier, but it took me a long time to accept that I needed to do things differently to have different results. I was really stubborn. I was really resistant to accepting it. And I understand that it's the same for many, many other people. But at the same time, I think that because I've seen it on myself, and those who know me have seen the shift, they have seen the change. I think that it's also about just wanting to be curious, you know, being open and ask questions. So more than say, oh no, but I'm afraid of what I could find if I have to suffer more, because it's already been enough what I've suffered, what I've gone through. It's more about being curious and say, and what if by doing this kind of work, I find out how to transform the suffering, how to go over the suffering and giving it another meaning, a more useful meaning. So this is really powerful for me.
Yes, I must agree, but as you said, unfortunately, a lot of people are afraid of breaking through, of changing, because I also talk about it a lot on the TikTok and on the Facebook, that you need to do something in different way. You need to, as you said, Sabrina, you can't find other way, other result if you are doing the same. So this repeating that you want to change something and you are not changing, it's also the same. So being open, yes, it's something that, but also not only being open. I think that a lot of people this are ready to make a change when the situation is really bad.
Yeah.
They have
Because
no
we as
other
human
way.
beings, we only want to find solutions when you are in emergency. Yeah. And then you have to fix something urgently.
Hurry, but it doesn't work because
It doesn't work.
time. You need to have time to make
Yeah.
changes.
Absolutely. And
So
you know, it was like this for me as well, many, many years ago. I was only trying to fix things when there was an emergency. And you know, the funny thing in Italy, like I think if I have to give you a picture of how Italy is managed, in the same way, they always wait for emergencies to try to fix something that is not working. And of course, when you work in that way, it's never the best solution that you're going to find, but it's the least painful, you know, the one that is not the optimal one, but that this is what we can do now. Yeah. But in that way, you live on top of every emergency and the next one and the next one. But every emergency becomes more and more and bigger the next time. So this is what I have understood actually. It's what is the point in living on an alert mode all the time when I can really find balance and peace and be grounded and be able to enjoy life, even if emergency happen, because life happens and I cannot prevent emergency from happening. But I have a different approach now.
Yes, and we know now that this is also a pattern that we don't want to try, or we are waiting too long, and really sometimes really we need someone who will tell us, listen, it's going too far, and if you won't change something now, it can happen, it can finish really bad. And believe me, the people who are saying something like this, they know what they say because they've seen that before many times. So it's not something new. So it's not, we should sometimes listen to the people. But going back to our subject, we only want to support you and to give you this space to find yourself, because you can do it. And this is what we want to help with everyone and to every that
absolutely. So I will put in the description of this video again our contacts, our websites, so that you can relax while discovering what we do. And we invite you to be curious, because asking questions is for free, and it can make you find something that is really useful for you. With that said, I thank you, Karolina, very much. And we will be back soon with another video.